Welcome back to the final Nihil game of the week here, powered by Stream Sports Midwest for the 2023 calendar season, and it sees us north of the border. We are in Kenosha for a Bantam Elite matchup as the Kenosha Komets play host to the Joliet Jaguars. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to the day before 2024 kicks off. These two teams about ready to get started here in this final Nihil game of the week on Stream Sports Midwest. Let's take a look at the standings. And this is a really, really good matchup. This is the two top teams in the Bantam 14U Elite Division. The Komets, the home Kenosha Komets, sit atop this division with a 9-2 mark in their 11 games, a plus-minus of plus 33, 53 goals for, only 20 allowed in their 11 games. And nipping on their heels, just a couple of points behind, are these Joliet Jaguars, who are 7-2-1, so they have a game in hand on the Komets. They're 3 points behind. They have a plus 17 plus-minus. These are the two best plus-minus teams in this division. The Jaguars a plus 17, 44 goals for, 27 assists in their 10 games this season, and they're coming off of an 8-2 beating of the Vipers yesterday at the Iceplex in Pleasant Prairie. So they're fresh off a 6-goal victory. On the other side, the Komets haven't played in about a week. Their last game was back on the 27th out in Hoffman Estates. That was a 6-1 win over the Timberwolves. So both teams come in hot. Both teams come in sitting atop the Bantam 14U division here in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The Nihil member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, Midget, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all-girls hockey divisions each season. Nihil will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's Nihil Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. For more information about Nihil and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the Nihil president, or visit the website at nihil.info. We're about ready to go here. Both teams huddled up around their benches. We'll get you starting goalies as soon as we have them. Each team has a couple, so we won't know until you know. 14-minute periods here in this Bantam 14U Elite matchup. The Joliet Jaguars, the Road Jaguars, in their road blacks with the gold numbers and gold trim on the sleeves. Those numbers are piped in white. On the other side, the Kenosha Komets in their home whites, red numbers piped in black, black pants, red stripes around the shin and calf area. So it looks like getting the start for the Jaguars will be number 70, maybe? Yeah, number 70, Drew Matarak. Looks like he's going to get the start in net for the visiting Jaguars, and still undecided here on the Komets. Waiting for that young man to turn around and show me his back. That looks like number 29, Aiden Anderson, down to our left, getting the start. So Anderson to our left, Matarak to our right. And we are about ready for some hockey. The last Nihil game of the week here in the calendar 2023 season. But man, we have a busy schedule for you coming up next week and the week after, so just stick around for some information about that. And we're underway. Draw is won by the Komets. Top two teams in the division battling here. Thrown ahead by the Komets. That's Seamus Rudy, dumps it in deep. Hunter McDonald will play it for the Jaguars. Works it up and out. Jumps up on edge, and that'll give Tage Jensen a chance to play it. Kept in at the near half boards by the Jaguars. Puck bounces up into the air. McDonald not able to play it. Hops over his stick. Backhanded up off the boards by Ryan Shack. It's cleared back in, and McDonald will have to play it again for the Jaguars. Pass looking for Wyatt Ratcliffe, misses him, goes all the way down for an icing. So 45 seconds in, we get our first offensive zone draw for either team, and it'll come down into the Jaguars defensive zone. Face-off will be to the right of Drew Matarak, who's sporting the black jersey, the blue pads, and the red helmet. It's quite the color combination. Kept in at the point. Battle right in front of the Jaguars bench. Squirts out. Joliet's able to bang it out to center ice. Giving chase for the Komets is George Amon, the fourth, and that'll be another icing. So a couple quick icings here for the Jaguars will give the Komets another offensive zone draw. It's Luke Narducci on the draw, or excuse me, that's Zach Vanderloop. I had my 57s confused. 57 Vanderloop for the Komets wins the draw, but the Jaguars have it. They sling it around the near side. There is Vanderloop slamming into the boards to pinch. Cleared around to the far side where Troy Duffy tries to play it up and out. He can't. Kept in at the far half boards for the moment by the Komets. Jaguars will try the near side again. Behind the net, Kyle Mish. Mish gets it up and not out. Jaguars hemmed in here a little bit. Battle right at the blue line, and now it's worked out to center ice. Komets have it in their own zone. Komets 9-2-0, Jaguars 7-2-1. So a couple of really good teams. Turnover here. Walking in is Scherf. Has it sticked away from him into the corners. A nice little jump step by Scherf to get himself some space. Now coming down the other way is Ethan Gornick. Gornick into some space, but it's taken off of his stick by Seamus Rudy. Behind the net, Dahlman throws it around. Komets work out of their own zone. Pass is deflected. Taken back here by Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe across the blue line. The quick wrist shot into the shin pads. There's a high backhand into the glove of Anderson. That was Ethan Gornick with that backhand from top of the face-off dot, and Anderson holds on for the save. You can see 11 minutes, 37 seconds left to go here in the first period. 14-minute periods here. Back to the point, McDonald uses the boards, gets it back, top of the near face-off dot. The shot in, the save, the rebound, flipped up a couple of whacks at it, and Anderson's able to keep that puck out. Another chance for the Jaguars. They walk in. That was Narducci on both of those opportunities, not able to get it past Anderson. And first real chances for either team go for the visiting Joliet Jaguars. Cross-ice pass. Battellini Fonk has it knocked off his stick. Up into center ice looking for Mason Anderson. It eludes him and goes underneath his stick, and that'll be an icing, and it'll come the other way. And Joliet played last night. They're fresh off an 8-2 victory. The Komets haven't played in about a week. And maybe you can see a little bit of that rust here in the first couple of minutes as the Jaguars with the better of the scoring opportunities here in the early going. This is Nick Kovney on the draw for the Jaguars. It's one, however, by the Komets. Aim in the fourth. Gets it and then loses it. Jaguars have it in the near corner. It's put towards the goal. The Komets are able to work that out of trouble. And out to center ice with it now. Schenning. Pass up ahead. There's Carter Battellini Fonk down low. Has it taken off of his stick. Jaguars now skate the other way. Pass a little bit behind Wyatt Ratcliffe. Into the offensive zone with it now is Jake Carrico. Carrico back to the point. Out to center ice, and McDonald will have to hustle for that one as he's got Logan Schenning bearing down on him. Walking into the offensive zone, Nick Kovney. Kovney takes the shot, and it's deflected right back to him. Kovney has it again on his backhand, back to the point. McDonald unloads the slap shot well wide. Over to the far side, Brody Fox. Behind the net, backhanded off the apron of the net. Two to a side back there. Kenosha, Jackson Hendricks able to work it out to center ice. McDonald with a quick spin, and I think it's going to be whistled for an offsides, as I don't think his forwards had cleared the defensive zone yet. So we will have a neutral zone draw here with 9 and change left to go in the first. These are also two very high-scoring teams, as I mentioned. Joliet with the puck here. Tipped away out to the neutral zone. Flipped forward. That's Dahlman, Zach Dahlman, one-on-one. Has the puck on the near half boards. Back on his forehand. Back to the point now. Jensen loads up, doesn't make it through. Back to the point, Jensen again. This time it's kicked away by Kyle Mish out to center ice. Puck bounces up into the air. Komets sling it up off the boards, kept in there for the moment by the Jaguars. Collision along the near half boards. Out to center ice now. Fox playing it forward, looking for Duffy, not able to complete that pass. They have to go D to D back in their own end. Here's Mish with some space, gains the red line, goes cross ice with it. Back at the point, kept in, hard shot from the point, sticked into the corner by Rudy. Back to the point, Mish again. That hits Vanderloop, and he skates it into that far corner. A quick pass to Gornick, it's stolen away. Shot in, that was off the stick of Licky up over the net. Duffy now tries to pass up ahead to Gornick. He finds Ethan Gornick. Gornick 1-on-3. Puck gets out in front of him a little bit. Jaguars try to turn over Kenosha in the offensive zone. They do. Cleared in deep here by Brennan Dooley. Gornick behind the net, trying to find Dooley out front. The puck was just sitting at the top of the blue paint. The Komets are able to skate it out. Battellini Funk 1-on-3. Loses it there when he tries to get through numbers 2 and 3. It's pinned in the corner by Ryan Shack. Backhanded up, but not out. And on the second attempt, the Jaguars, they work it out, then right back into their zone, so Kenosha doesn't have to clear. Here's McDonald now with some space. Gains the red line, gains the blue line, and he bangs into a Kenosha Komets skater right at the blue line, knocks him down. I think that was George Amon who tried to be the hitter, ended up being the hittee. Here's Battellini Funk again. Carter on the forehand, wicked wrist shot, goes high of the near side. Shenning throws it around to the far side of the ice where Danny Raymond will play it for Joliet. Here's Hunter McDonald. Standing in the near corner, looking for Luke Narducci. It pops up in the air, comes out to center ice where Jensen waits patiently. Finds Dahlman. Dahlman with some speed down the far side on the backhand. The pass attempt, Mason Anderson tried to whack at it. It went wide of the far post, and Drew Madarax without his stick right now. Behind the net, centering feed, and Narducci will come out with it for the Jaguars. Narducci gains the red line. He'll dump as the team will change up. Jaguars have the puck along the near side. Mish keeps it in at the point. Here's a quick shot, and a save is made by Anderson. That was Jake Carrico. Inside, cut back out onto that forehand, and Anderson had to make the save. So the Komets, 53 goals in 11 games, so just under 5 a game. They've only allowed 20, so they were scoring about 5 a game, giving up less than 2. The Jaguars not so shabby either. They've scored 44 in 10 games. There's a nice pass through. Not able to finish, though. A little too much mustard on that pass. In the corner, the Jaguars have it. That's Kovney. Kovney puts it towards the net from behind the red line. Holding that near post is Aiden Anderson. We're under 6 here in the first. Kovney wins it Back to Mish. Mish puts it towards the goal. It deflects wide. Puck squirts out, and that will come out to the neutral zone. Joliet will have to touch up. They play it to space. And that'll come into the offensive zone while there's still a Komets skater in there. That'll be an offsides. 5.5 left to go here in period 1. Vanderloop on the draw for the Komets. And it's won by the Komets. The pass misses Battellini Funk, and here's a 2-on-1 for the Jaguars. There's Gornick. Gornick shot, and I think Anderson got a piece of that as that was ticketed for the top corner. Aiden Anderson got his glove on it, tipped it up over the net. Race the other way, comes out to center ice. Jedlicki tips it forward for the Komets. Here's Jensen now. Nice move from Jensen to get around to one skater. Over to Dahlman, who backhands it a little deeper, but the Jaguars able to play that out. Jensen tips it forward. Nice pass back to Scherf. Scherf gains the blue line. Scherf on the backhand now. Now on the forehand. Comes to Jensen at the point. Jensen kicks it to his stick. The shot goes wide. Onto the stick now of Mason Anderson. Puck sitting in the far face-off dot. Collision right in front of the Jaguars bench, and Joliet will have to work it out of their own zone again as Scherf able to keep it in. He's knocked down. Shack behind his net, goes D to D. Cross ice pass, and it flips up out into center ice off the stick of Rudy. Rudy finds Jensen. Jensen and Dahlman. Now Anderson. Back to the point, kept in by Tage Jensen. Down low, that's Anderson now. Dahlman tries to find Scherf in the middle, but good defense by Joliet. And Kenosha keeps it in here, putting some pressure on Joliet on this shift. Over to Anderson. Anderson towed that shot. Back to the point. Jensen fires off the shot. The pad save. Juicy rebound. Hard shot there. Catches McDonald off the shin pad. Goes into the far corner. Shack just turns around and scales it to center ice as they're able to get one player off. Battellini Funk takes a big hit into the boards. Down low with it are the Jaguars, rung around the glass. Kept in by Kenosha, though. Back to the point, and it squirts through the feet of George Amon. Joliet has it right at their blue line. Gornick. Played back into the defensive zone. Joliet hemmed in a bit here. Schenning across the blue line. Stolen there by McDonald. Banged up off the glass, takes a funny bounce back to the point behind the net. Hunter McDonald again will try the near side this time. Pass is stolen again. Schenning has it on his forehand, loses it. Amon gets it tangled up in his skates, and the Jaguars are able to get that change. Battellini Funk now has it poke checked away nicely. And finally out to center ice, at least for the moment. Pair of 57s battling Narducci and Vanderloop. There's a nice move by McDonald to gain the blue line, but Anderson takes it away. Should be an offside. Ooh, no offsides. Fortunate there for Kenosha. Anderson in, tries the little backhand 5-hole no call, or no goal rather. Centering feed knocked down by Joliet as we're under 2 minutes. Anderson now face-off dot shot. The rebound is down. Matarak made the initial save, but the rebound hopped down right in front of him. And the Jaguars are forced to just ice it. Minute 33 left to go here in the first period, and Komets putting some pressure on the Jaguars here in the last couple of minutes. They've really controlled the possession really since about the 5-minute mark. They finally got their legs underneath them here a little bit. I mentioned they hadn't played in a week. So Nick Coveney for the Jaguars, and Dahlman for the Komets. That does work its way out to center ice. Kovney with a ton of speed down the far side. 3 white jerseys down there. Manages to get a backhand on net. Hard backhand from a bad angle. Forces Anderson to play it. Here's Kovney again. Takes it wide. Gets an angle to shot in and out of the glove of Anderson. Kovney hacks at that one. A little self-pass. Gets it back. Fires off a wrist shot. Wide of the near post. Back to the point. Mish puts it on goal. The tip attempt out front by Carrico goes wide. We're under a minute. Carrico bumps into Kovney. Both skaters go down. And that does come out to center ice. Here's a shot. Wide. Nice pass up ahead to Kovney. Kovney to Carrico. Carrico with an opportunity. The shot goes, looked like they went right through the glove of Aiden Anderson, but either way, over the top of the net. Anderson with another shot. He scores. Jake Carrico gets another attempt, and in the closing seconds here of the first period, buries it top shelf and gives the visiting Jaguars a 1-0 lead. Those late period goals can be a huge difference maker. And for the Jaguars, they get it. They're up 1. Badalini Funk across the blue line trying to get the equalizer in the final 10. Hard rush, backhand centering feed. Nobody there. Vanderloop tries to backhand it towards the goal. He can't. Hits the apron, comes out the near side, and that will do it for period number 1. A fun first period. First period that sees the visiting Jaguars, the second place team, up 1-0 on the top team in the division. The Kenosha Komets, the Chicago Blackhawks, are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tomorrow night, before you get into your New Year's festivities, watch the Hawks and the Stars as the Hawks are down in Dallas. Tuesday, January 2nd, the Blackhawks travel to Nashville to take on the Preds. And January 4th, Madison Square Garden, New York Rangers, Original 6. All 3 games on NBC Sports Chicago. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. The Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Little Blackhawks Learn to Play is a program created by the NHL to make hockey more accessible and to inspire boys and girls 5 to 9 years old to get in the game. The Blackhawks' goal is for the kids enrolled in this program to become a part of the local hockey community and to develop fundamental skills that help them succeed on and off the ice. If you know kids who might be interested, you can find more details and register for winter or spring Little Blackhawks Learn to Play programming at NHL.com/Blackhawks/amateur/little-Blackhawks. So that's that. We're through 14. Visiting Jaguars with a 1-0 lead, a late first period goal off the stick of Jake Carrico. This is right after Carrico came down the near side. He had a shot that went over the net, almost looked like it went through the glove of Aiden Anderson. Kept attacking, though, and found himself on the far side of the ice on his off wing and was able to get a bunch on that shot and put it into the upper near corner. Anderson walking into the offensive zone, finds it through the shot. The save is made, and the rebound doesn't make it through. That was Litke who had that dead to right shot. There's Litke again, and this time an easier pad save by Matarak. Best opportunity of the morning here for Kenosha. Taken off the stick of Gornick. Amon around the near side. Mason Anderson back to the point. Shack. Easy left pad save made by Aiden Anderson. Puck's put in the blue paint. And Kenosha able to work it out. Dahlman has it pushed back to him. In the near corner now. Pushed around to the far side. where Seamus Rudy is able to keep it in. There's Hendricks, Jackson Hendricks squirts off of his stick, and it's cleared out by Finn Bryant. Kenosha, the breakout pass. Battellini Funk takes it wide. Good stick work, though, by Hunter McDonald. Gornick comes out the near side with it. Kicks it forward, puts it to space. But Rudy will be the first one on it for Kenosha. Gornick back to Shack. Shack looking up ahead for Duffy, not able to complete that pass. Battellini Funk pushes it forward to Schenning. Schenning attempts the self pass as Shack hammers it up into the netting. So we'll have a whistle and a face-off in the defensive zone here for Joliet. Just underway in the second period, 12:08 left to go in the middle frame. Draw to the right of Drew Matarak. Wasn't challenged a bunch in that first period, but certainly was in the second. Made a couple of tough saves on Jed Litke. Jensen keeps it in, dumps it deep. Mish will play it for Joliet. Tries the far side, and it is flipped out to center ice. That should be an offsides, and it will be, as Danny Raymond was about a step inside the blue line. Brennan Dooley will take the draw for the Jaguars, number 9 in black and gold. I believe that's Logan Schenning, number 4. That was Dahlman, excuse me, number 9, taking the draw for Kenosha. Puck finds its way to center ice. Hendricks turns around, passes it back to his D. Kenosha tries the one-time pass, not able to execute that. Raymond 1-on-3 is able to bang it into the offensive zone where Narducci will go after it. And that's not kept in at the point by Brody Fox. So we'll have another whistle, another offsides. Draws one by Kenosha. Back on it is Jackson Hendricks. Pass through the slot, comes out the other side and bounces under Mish's stick, and that gives Kenosha an opportunity. Anderson chips it up, and I don't know if the Joliet defender there, I think that was Brody Fox. I don't know if Fox got his stick on that or not, but Mason Anderson just chipped at the puck, and it went up over the crossbar into the net. And I think they are going to say that deflected off the stick of Brody Fox because we're going to have a offensive zone draw here for the Komets. Choppy start to this second period. We're not even 3 minutes in yet. Zach Vanderloop to take the draw for the Komets. Chipped away. Here comes Carrico again. Jake, the lone goal scorer, takes the shot. The save is made by Anderson. It's kicked into the far, under the far boards, kept in over there by Shack. Carrico. Nick Coveney was pounding that stick on the ice. He was all alone in the slot, but Carrico not able to make the pass. Vanderloop with speed. Leaves it for Battellini Funk. Centers it, but it's stolen away by Joliet. 2-on-2. Here comes Carrico again. Carrico takes it wide, has Seamus Rudy on him. Carrico wins the battle behind the net. Carrico stops on the backhand now. Centers it, and that was Litke. It was Jed Litke who played that puck in the slot for Kenosha. Coveney takes it wide on the backhand, tries a little one-hand swim move by Tage Jensen. Jensen not fooled there. Slings it around the far side. In the corner, one skater to a side, Radcliffe and Rudy down there battling for it. Coming in now, Zach Dahlman to try to help out. Here comes Battellini Funk down the near side with some speed. He's fended off the puck nicely by the Jaguars D. Carrico again cuts it wide. Carrico with the shot, whistles wide, that bounces back right out into the crease. Tried a couple of whacks at it. This time put wide of the far post was Kovney. Nick Kovney had a couple of opportunities, a couple of jabs at the near post, and then tried to sweep it past the far post. Gets another chance, and there's the rebound, Troy Duffy. You give them enough opportunities right around the net, and eventually they will make you pay, and the Jaguars do. They take a 2-0 lead. That was about shot 6 or 7 on that attack for the Jaguars, and eventually they find the back of the net, and they take a 2-0 lead here. Troy Duffy picks up the goal. Eight minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the second. 2-0 now, Jaguars with the lead. Hendricks. Anderson, pass behind Dahlman, taken by Gornick. Gornick is poke checked there by Scherf. Scherf over to Anderson. Anderson fires the shot, goes wide of the far post. Comes back around to him. Mason Anderson in the near corner, slings it cross ice. Ethan Gornick will come out to center ice with it, gains the blue line. Good back check there by the Komets, though. This is Scherf. Scherf finds Anderson with some speed. Anderson shot, and the glove save held on to by Matarak. Mason Anderson, number 36, has looked really good for Kenosha here in the early going. A lot of speed. He's had the best of the opportunities here so far. Vanderloop to take the draw now for the Komets. Behind the net. Centering feed. Vanderloop shot off the post. I think that hit the outside of the post. Deflected into the corner, but all alone in the slot, Zach Vanderloop. Gornick tips it behind the net. Pushed around to the far side. Working through and almost breaking through that was Troy Duffy. That was a pretty physical battle down the far side. Kept in at the point. Hard shot from the point. Finds the glove of Anderson. That shot by Mish over there. Mish again. Big collision in front of the Jaguars bench. As Litke took the worst of that one. Comes over to the near side where Duffy will play it again. Puck stops in between the dots. Kept in by Jensen. He backhands it deep. Raymond up off the glass. Kept in at the point and taken out now by the Jaguars. Bryant knocked down by Jensen. Pass up to center ice, and here's Duffy. We're down under 7 in the second. Jensen up, and the Komets are able to work it out. Scherf off his stick. In the offensive zone. Duffy again, stolen away from him by Scherf. Scherf finds Anderson. Anderson down the near side again. Anderson this time, this shot well wide of the far post. Not able to be kept in at the point, and that'll give Joliet a chance. Potential 3-on-1 if they can hurry. This is Raymond. Raymond centers it. Narducci not able to tuck it. He had it on his backhand, tried to tuck it. If he had it on the forehand, he would have been able to tap that one in, but it rolled off his stick. Fortunate for Joliet, or fortunate for Kenosha, rather. Back to the point, kept in by McDonald. Raymond. That's Shack. Shack mishandles it. Litke now 2-on-1 with Anderson. The pass just out in front of Anderson. As he bangs into McDonald. McDonald along the dasher. Litke's pushed into the boards. The puck comes out, and falling down is Amon, who had an opportunity from in between the dots, but lost his balance. Puck comes out to center ice. Shack goes D to D. McDonald mishandles it a little bit, but they're able to gain the, well, I guess they didn't gain the red line. So they're going to say, I think they're going to say McDonald cleared that in from his side of the red line, so that'll be an icing. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Jaguars shutting out top team in this Bantam Elite Division here through a dozen or so games. Komets came in 9-2. Jaguars came in 7-2-1. Mish turns and fires it up and out. It's a one-on-one race. Duffy against Jensen. Duffy, bad angle shot, tried the near side, whistled it wide. Fox pushes it a little bit further down the boards. Two to a side in the corner. Fox down low. Centering feed by Kovney and out to center ice. Dangerous pass there, but thankfully Fox was on the other end of it for Joliet. Kovney now, top of the near faceoff dot as Anderson makes the save. That puck played Aiden a little bit, but he was able to make the save. Hard slap shot from the far point from Mish. Anderson makes another save. There's a one-time attempt, finds the stick of Kovney, and it goes wide. Puck in the near corner now. Kovney tries to walk out with it taken away from him, and Vanderloop slings it along the glass. Mish with another hard shot. Backhanded feed in the crease, and that one finds the back of the net. That was a centering feed from Jake Carrico, and let's see who tipped that in. Get a number here. I think that was Brody Fox, number 88. Found himself in the crease, and he tipped it home. That was a beautiful feed from Jake Carrico on the backhand. And the puck pinballed around a little bit and ended up in the back of the net. And the Jaguars are up 3-0 here. We're under 4 minutes left to go in the second. Cross ice pass kept in at the point by Amon. Dumps it in. Jaguars down low. Mish. Nice cross ice pass to Ethan Gornick. Gornick takes it wide, fires off the shot, in and out of the glove. The rebound attempt by Finn Bryant, not able to knock that one home. Anderson, nice outlet pass to Litke. Litke on Mish. Litke takes it wide on the backhand, stops there, looking for Dahlman, but good back check work by the Jaguars. Gornick again. Finds Duffy. Duffy on the forehand, slides it towards the goal. Anderson is able to stick that one aside. Gornick unloads with the slap shot that goes over the net. Cross ice pass tipped up in the air. Gornick has it, gains the blue line with some space, gets another shot off. This one sticked down by Anderson. Another chance. Gornick again. Put back to the point, kept in by Joliet for the moment. Anderson and Dooley battle right in front of me. Back to play it in his own zone is Kyle Mish. Mish finds Shack. Shack cross ice feed. That's Narducci. Narducci is in. That shot wide. It was going to go wide, but it was sticked into the corner by Anderson. Kept in at the point by Joliet. Behind the net. Seamus Rudy slings it around the far side, but again, kept in by Joliet at the point. Good pinching by this Joliet defense. Battellini Funk turns and fires it. Deflects off of a Komet stick and out to center ice. Back into the offensive zone for the Jaguars. Backhanded towards the net by Raymond. So we're under 2 minutes. as it's worked out now to center ice. That pass just under the stick of Vanderloop, but he gets it back here, stops at the faceoff, thought he had some space. Back to the point, Jensen clears it in. Vanderloop, I don't think he realized how much space he had at the top of the faceoff dot. Fired off a wrist shot, tried the pass. It was deflected into the corner, though. Out to center ice, Jensen. Goes to Battellini Funk. Carter across the blue line. He's buried at the blue line. Litke centering feed, looking for Vanderloop. Good back check by Joliet. That shot off the apron of the net as we approach a minute left to go here in the period. Raymond. Cleared in here by Joliet. Back out to center ice, McDonald. Smartly just throws it in deep as we're under 40 seconds. Ratcliffe has it below the red line. Wyatt Ratcliffe pinned against the boards by Dahlman. Jensen comes over and Kenosha's able to work it out to center ice, but that's it as Joliet repossesses the puck. Off the skate of Dooley. Carrico tries to one-hand it forward and can't. Battellini Funk goes D to D. Flipped out to center ice. Down to 3 seconds. Dahlman in the corner, and that'll do it here for the second period. So a good second period for the Jaguars. They take that 1-0 lead, they tack on a couple, and they're going to go to the third up by 3. Throughout the league, teams have been assigned to competitive divisions for the regular season. From now until early February, each team will be working to collect the points that will help them earn a place in the league's end-of-season Nihil Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the nihil.info website and the Nihil Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of Nihil games. Our next games will be January 7th, a holiday 4-pack from Bloomington. We're going to be down south in Bloomington, Illinois, 10:20 a.m. It'll be the Bloomington Bantams taking on the Glenview Stars at 10:20. 12:50, the Squirts. Bloomington Squirts will take on the Huskies. 2 p.m., Bloomington Pee-wee will take on the Kenosha Komets. And then at 4:20, the Bantams will play again, taking on the Vipers. Don't miss all of that action. Nihil players and goalies. Nihil's best flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this annual event amongst players and fans. Ask your team manager how to get your team involved. One player represents their team in the contest. This year there will be a Squirt, Pee-wee, Bantam, and College Junior Prep winner. They will win prizes for their team and for themselves. Team managers, you have from now until January 14th to submit their entries. So let that hair grow for about another week and a half. Then get those entries in before January 14th. Prizes this season are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey, the Northern Illinois Hockey League, Bona Beef, and Tricoci University. Be sure to give your team a chance to win Nihil's Best Flow 2024. So, yeah, let that hair grow out for about another 10 days, right? Give or take about 10 days. And then get those entries in. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity to win some prizes for your teams. Third period about ready to get underway here. Jaguars with a 3-0 lead. Carrico, Duffy, and Fox with the goals for Joliet. Kenosha still looking to break the ice here. Battellini Funk, nice move, takes it wide. The shot blocker save made by Matarak. Skating forward with it, Hunter McDonald, just a bull in a china shop through a bunch of white jerseys to work that puck into the offensive zone. Here's Ratcliffe down low. Centers it. Finds the stick of Kovney. Kovney and Ratcliffe run into each other. Ratcliffe gets the puck back, though, on the backhand. He's got some space. Puts the backhand towards the net. The save is made. Kept in at the far point. Tipped away, and Battellini Funk in all alone. Carter Battellini Funk walks in on the forehand, and he scores. Carter Battellini Funk gets that goal early here in the third period for the Komets, and they get on the board. It's 3-1. It's an unfortunate hop for the Jaguars, and Battellini Funk with a ton of speed and didn't fool around. You like to see that. Personally, I like to see that on these breakaways. You tend to see a lot of players try to get fancy with it, try to deke the goalie out of their shoes. Battleini Funk knew exactly what he wanted to do with it, kept it on that forehand basically the entire time, and roofed it for the goal. Early third period goal is exactly what the Komets had ordered up here. Less than a minute in. Gornick now shovels it forward. Duffy and Amon will battle for it. Amon pushed off the puck. A couple of stuff attempts. Pass out ahead. Here comes Anderson down the far side with some speed. The puck was up on edge, and the shot into the body of Matarak, and he makes the save. You can see that puck rolling on Mason Anderson, but still got a lot on that one. Good save made by Matarak. Draw's going to come to Drew's right. Minute and a half into the period. Puck squirts out. Save is made. Shot, score, just like that. Battleini Funk again. This time on the rebound, the puck just came to his stick, and he wasted no time. That first shot, Matarak, you can see him drop his head. He feels like he should have made that save. The initial save he made, the rebound just found the stick of the dangerous number 85, and 2 goals in about a minute here for Carter Battleini Funk. Has gotten his team right back into it. It's 3-2. Brennan Dooley on the draw here against Vanderloop. Here comes Battleini Funk again with some speed. Takes it wide, puts it in towards the goal, and that's a tough save by Matarak, but he's able to knock it down. Puck deflects up into the netting. 12:08 left to go, so less than 2 minutes gone here in the period. And the Komets right back in this one. Remember, this is a Komets team that's only allowed 20 goals in 11 games. It's less than 2 a game. They've given up 3. They average 5 a game. So above their average in goals allowed, below their average in goals scored. So you had to think this was going to happen eventually. Kept in right at the blue line. Does come out to center ice now. McDonald goes cross ice. Flipped up, kept in at the point though by Shaq. Shaq's shot hits the shaft of a stick. Say that 12 times fast. Hops up into the air, behind the net. Vanderloop chips it ahead, plays it himself. Out to center ice. McDonald able to turn and dump it in as he bangs into Scherf. 3 white jerseys, 2 black in that far corner, and the white jerseys win. Breakout attempt is taken by the Jaguars, dumped in by Shaq. Into the far corner, up into the net, and we're going to have a whistle and a neutral zone face-off as that was off the stick of Narducci up into the netting. Just under 11 left to go here in period 3. Jaguars with the first 3 goals, Komets with the last 2. Cross ice pass looking for Anderson. He gets it, puts it into the near corner where it's cleared around by Joliet, but not out. Anderson in that far corner now. Bit of a miss hit on that pass, but Litke will be the first one on it. It's taken away, and the Jaguars now. Ratcliffe with Carrico. Pass behind Jake. Ratcliffe again pushes it around to the far side where Anderson will play it. Here comes Anderson. Mason Anderson, we've talked about this speed. 2-on-1 as Litke with him. Anderson takes the shot, the shoulder save made by Drew Matarak, and that was good defense by the Jaguars. Forced the shot from Anderson from the outside, but that was a tough save by Matarak off that right shoulder. Is able to cover up, no rebound, and a face-off. Zach Vanderloop to take the draw for the Komets. It's one back to the point. Flipped out to center ice as Kovney tries to shovel it forward to himself. He can't. Battleini Funk, already with 2 here in the period, gains the blue line. Pass back to the point. Cleared in by Jackson Hendricks. Fox up off the far boards. And out to center ice. Battleini Funk gets lined up by Kovney, able to elude most of the hit. Here's George Amon. Amon, the aerial pass looking for Vanderloop, not able to connect. That pass gets through Fox, and Brody has to play it now below his own red line. Gornick. Puck's kicked out to center ice, and we have a race now between Litke and Kovney. Kovney steals it, has Duffy, and Duffy healed that shot from the slot, not able to get anything on it. And now Scherf. Scherf to Battleini Funk. Great hip check there by Ryan Shack as he knocks down Battleini Funk. Out to center ice, indirect pass, looking for Gornick. Gornick, the centering feed, looking for Duffy. It tips up into the air. Jensen just with a little flip out to the blue line. Kept in, though, by Joliet. Gornick puts it towards the goal, and it's not covered up by Aiden Anderson. Played behind the net. Gornick again. Tries to pitchfork it down in deep. He can't. Battle along the far half boards. 5 skaters over there. Again, 3 white, 2 black. So he was able to dig that out. It's Hendricks for the Komets. Kept in at the point, though, by Shack. Shack throws it all the way around to the near side where McDonald tries the slap shot, the tip up into the air by Bryant. Up over the net. Bryant's pinned against the boards, and now Scherf plays it out to Battleini Funk. Carter across the blue line takes the shot from just inside the blue line. His shift was over. He needed to go for a change. That pass cross ice. Looking for Duffy. Duffy has it down low. Duffy centers it, but there wasn't anybody on the other end. Now there is. Ooh, just a bit of a miscommunication there as a couple of black jerseys skated through the crease there. Gornick knocked down. Puck sitting at the far face-off dot. Anderson for Kenosha. Flipped into space smartly by McDonald. Hunter McDonald now walking in. The shot off. I don't know if the shaft of the stick or the outside of the post, but he gets another opportunity, and then there's some post-whistle action. So Ethan Gornick is in the middle of that. I think he's going to go to the box along with Jed Litke. We'll see what happens here, but nice individual effort by Hunter McDonald to create an offensive opportunity and get an offensive zone draw. Yes, we will have Jed Litke and Ethan Gornick both in the box for the next 2, so still 5 to a side, both roughing. It's been a clean game. No penalties so far except for those 2. Brennan Dooley to take the face-off for the Jaguars. To the right of Aiden Anderson. Narducci the shot in and out of the glove of Anderson. Jensen and Narducci battle behind the net. Narducci now works it out. The shot from Dooley hops up in the air, and Aiden Anderson this time sure-handed with that mitt. Covers up for a whistle. There's another shot, and they keep going high on Aiden Anderson, and Aiden's had a couple of pucks bounce out of that glove. There's a shot that screams wide of the near post. Back to the point, McDonald fires it in deep, around to the far side. Raymond pushed into the near corner. Narducci. Collision at the near face-off dot. Couple of players get tangled up. And here comes a 3-on-2. This is Vanderloop across, drops it for Schenning. Schenning shot into the body of Shack. Nicely done by Shack, and a 2-on-1 the other way. Lehman comes down with Dooley. Lehman takes the shot. It goes wide, and Anderson tries to cover up. He can't. Jensen has to play it behind his own net. That was up into the netting and out of play. So a 3-on-2 one-way. Neither opportunity ended up with a shot on goal. Odd man rushes both directions. Neither one ended up with a goal. We had a 3-on-2 to our right. It was a drop pass for Logan Schenning. He shot it right into the body of Ryan Shack, and then a 2-on-1 the other direction. And the shot whistled wide by the Komets. And I think we're going to have a penalty called here on the Komets. There's two skaters to a side. Oh, there's only one only one penalty up on the board. That is Nathan Scherf. But I see two black jerseys. I see two black jerseys in their penalty box, but maybe Brody Fox is just down there talking to his teammate. At any rate, Jaguars with a man advantage here for the next 2 minutes. Hendricks takes it off the stick of Shack. Winds up. The shot there by Bryant deflects wide. Here's Carrico now. Carrico to Bryant. Bryant below the red line. Bryant tries the hard cross-ice pass, and the official lost the puck there. Fortunate whistle for Kenosha. Face-off in the neutral zone. 5 minutes, 27 seconds left in the game. Minute 33 left on the power play. Jaguars looking to hold on to this 3-2 lead. They were up 3-0 to start the third. A couple of quick third period goals by Carter Battellini-Funk within the first 90 seconds or so would get his team right back into it. Shack, top of the near dot. Goes cross-ice, the one-timer, scores! Beautiful pass, beautiful shot. Nick Kovney buries it. It's 4-2. Looked a little bit like Alexander Ovechkin over there on that far face-off dot, as Nick Kovney not wasting any time as he buries the one-timer and gives his team a 4-2 lead. The power play goal. We're at the 5-minute mark. Jaguars now with a 2-goal lead again. Here's Mish behind his net. Working it across the blue line over to the far side. That's Anderson. Anderson puts it into the slot area. Rudy back at the point, dumps it in deep. Dahlman pushed around by Fox into the near corner. Back to the point, Jensen keeps it in. It's kicked down though by Mish. Mish now into the neutral zone. Gains the red line, dumps it in. First one on, it's Carrico. Carrico tries to play it on the backhand, comes off his stick. Back to the point, Mish tries to put it towards the slot. Backhand attempt by Kovney goes wide. Speed by Anderson, the shot by Anderson, the save by Madarack. Four minutes, 5 seconds left to go. A lot of black jerseys on the ice right now, far more than 5. Looks like Madarack may have been a little shaken up there. His teammates were looking at him. Shaking out that left leg. He appears to be okay, though. Draws one by Kenosha over to the near side. Joliet, though, able to work it. No, they aren't able to get it out. Kept in there nicely by Amon. Behind the net, Fox tries the far side. Left behind by Vanderloop. Fox again just taps it over to the near side, where Mish plays it up and out. Duffy knocked away from him. Battolini, Funk, and Gornick bang into each other. It's Bryant, now D to D, Mish. Cross ice pass, Gornick tries the little self-tip ahead, dives at the puck to try to knock it forward. Puck's just sitting in the far face-off dot. Nobody seems to want it. It's finally picked up by Schenning. Schenning with some speed, indirect self-pass. He's going to be the first one on it as we approach 3. Throws it behind the net, but misses the first one there. The puck trickles out to center ice. Dooley battles for it with Jensen. It's cleared in deep. Vanderloop. 3 white jerseys coming down the ice. Huge hip jack as Vanderloop goes down hard. And we're going to have a whistle and a penalty called on, I believe that's going to be on Hunter McDonald. That was a vicious hip check along the boards right in front of the Joliet bench. And yeah, that'll be Hunter McDonald going to the box. We'll see what they get him for. Interference is what they're calling him for. Checking is allowed at this level. Checking is allowed at the 14U level. The officials calling it interference, though, so saying that McDonald played a player without the puck as Vanderloop had dumped it in. Face off to the left here of Drew Matarak. Chance for the Komets to get back into this one late. 2.5 minutes left. Shack just hammers it around the near side. Takes a funny bounce, and that'll let the Jaguars work it out to center ice, kill some clock. Anderson, puck in center ice. Tipped right back to Anderson. Anderson taking it wide again. Winds up the slap shot into the body of Ryan Shack, who's taken 3 or 4 of those here today. Battolini Funk skates around a couple of defenders nicely. Leaves the pass. Puck is behind the net. Shack has it again up off the glass, and that does come out to center ice. So Komets will have to tag up. Dahlman has it sticked away from him. And back out to center ice again. Jensen in his own zone as we're under 2. Jensen across the red line, gains the blue line now. Face-off dot shot deflects up and over the net into the near corner. Dahlman puts it behind. Shack hard up off the glass and out. And I think that's going to come all the way down on goal, so there's not going to be icing either. Stolen away by Narducci. Back to play it is Rudy. Put up to neutral zone, but there's nobody there, so Dooley will just take that puck. Dahlman across the blue line, goes cross ice to Anderson. Anderson stops, plays it on the backhand, but not very deep. A little bit of a whiff on that attempt. It hits Hendricks in center ice as we're down to a minute. Schenning now tries to skate through the defense and can't. Amon has it tipped away from him, and it's just tipped out to center ice nicely by Raymond as we're under a minute, 10 seconds left on the power play. And it looks like the Jaguars are going to travel from Joliet to Kenosha and walk out of here with a victory. I hope they get to go to the Cheese Castle when this one is all done. A celebratory cheese beats celebratory ice cream, if you ask me. Down to 30 seconds. Power play is up. Shack gains the blue line, just walking forward with it back to the point. Radcliffe the shot in and out of the glove again of Anderson. Anderson throws it into the corner as we're down to the final 12. Slap shot up off the stick and into the netting off the stick of Nick Kovney, and it looks like the Jaguars are going to improve to 8-2-1 on the season. This victory will solidify their place in second place with 17 points. Komets will still be in first place at 9-3-0, so they still hold that top spot, but the Romeoville Huskies right behind them as well. So right now it's the Komets still in first place at 9-3, the Jaguars in second and at 8-2-1, then the Huskies, then the Timberwolves, and that's your top four here in this Bantam 14U Elite. A very impressive victory from this Joliet Jaguars 14U Bantam Elite squad. Well, that's going to do it here for our Nihil Game of the Week doubleheader powered by Stream Sports Midwest. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll talk to you in 2024, January 7th, a quadruple header down in Bloomington. But until then, have a great rest of your weekend. Have a happy new year, and we'll talk to you in 2024. Take care.